In the springtime, what I try to do is a little bit at a time, not all at once, because it's a lot of work. Good day from Kamakura, Japan, on this Friday, March 17th. It's another beautiful morning here in the spring, 10 degrees right now, and it feels very good, very good. Just back from my morning walk and met a lot of nice friends along the way. I'll show you them a little bit later. Quite a busy week this week. Yeah, got a lot done in the garden, and I'm not done yet. There's a lot more to do. Let me take you back to earlier in the week when I got things underway. Well, I've come out to make my first assessment of the garden to see how it's looking and what I want to do for this season. Yeah, I'm going to rearrange everything here. I'm going to use my furniture this year. I haven't used it much. So I'm trying to figure out where I want to put the furniture and some of the grow bags and other planters. Yeah, I'm seeing some new growth already. Well, let's go down to the lower level and see what's happening down there, shall we? So I do have this area over here. And what's happening over here? Where are our blueberries doing? I've got a lot of cleanup to do here. It's almost as if they've self-pruned. I didn't do that. Yeah, they seem a little bit smaller than last year. This one's coming back. It has leaves on it already. And down here, things are looking okay. Yeah, this here is called Fuki, butter burr. This is coming back. The stems of this are delicious. So what else do we have here? Yeah, these containers here. I'm going to save the soil, but I'm going to get rid of the containers. Maybe I can use these here for maybe the biwa, the loquat, but I'll save the soil. Okay, how are things over here? Yeah, these poles I'm going to use again. I think they're okay. Yeah, I think I can use these poles for yet another year. Yeah, I think I'm going to move all of this scaffolding up to the upper garden for the tomatoes and the cucumbers. And I'll put my squashes down here. Yeah, this is these are nettles. Yeah, they're edible. They're delicious too. You can put them in salads along with the butter burr here. So I'll come and harvest some of these. Just wanted to check on my compost pile over here that I made last year. This soil might be usable. So yeah, I'll put my squashes down here so that way I don't have to come down and check on them as much just once in a while. It was a little too hard to harvest the tomatoes from down here. It's such a narrow space here. So I'm not going to do that again. And some things I can harvest from this side. Yeah, I have my ladder here. I can use this to climb up and harvest things from this side. Yeah, it's a bit too windy today. I'm not going to do anything today. I'll come back tomorrow. I just wanted to come and take a look and see how things are doing here. Let's check on the sage and the rosemary here. They're looking okay. So we have some tulips coming up. That'll be nice. Yeah, I'll clean all of this up. And look at the growth here. Wow, the flowering on the rosemary is beautiful. Very nice. Look at that. It smells wonderful too. And over here, our golden trumpet bush. It should make a comeback. I'm sure the roots are fine. I'll cut these off down at the bottom here, and we should get some more growth. I'm thinking of replanting this somewhere, maybe over here. Yeah, maybe over here next to this lantern here, this stone lantern. It's a little bit too crowded in here. Yeah, I think I'll get started today, at least on the upper level here. I'm going to get started cleaning here, and I'll put you guys on a time lapse so you can see what's happening. Before I do that, let's check out over here. Yeah, we've got some tulips coming in here. Very nice. My goodness, our arugula is doing very well. Look at that. And still a little bit of broccoli left. Very nice. I need to mulch these containers here to cover up the garlic. Yeah, this is drying out too quickly. Yeah, so I'll do that as well. Alrighty, let's get started. I kind of like seeing the vine growing up the lantern there, so I'll leave it on the base there. There's a bunch of vines in here I need to get rid of as well. I bought this here especially to cut out these spent daffodils. They'll come back next year. Okay, let's see how this works. Works pretty well. I like that. I got the bulb and everything. Wow. Yeah, I think I'll save these bulbs and plant them somewhere else. That's pretty nice. I've got 8 bulbs that I can plant somewhere else. I'll have new daffodils come next year. And the rest of this I'll throw on the compost pile. Last year this didn't work out quite the way I wanted it to, so we'll try something else this year. I'm going to save this wire because I'm sure I can use this for the tomatoes and cucumbers. And next I'll dismantle this scaffolding here. Collecting all of the plastic. I don't want the pieces to get into the soil. It's much too narrow of a space to try to work in. It was quite difficult last year. So I'll take these final posts out and we'll call it a day. Oh, thank goodness I finished about an hour ago. It's raining. Yeah, I got a lot done. Day 2 is tomorrow. Well, first off this morning, I'm going to harvest some arugula. It's really taking off and looks like it's about to bolt. Yeah, look at this here. So we have some fighting raccoon dogs here. Yeah, can you see that? It's beginning to bolt here, so I think it's time to clip this back. Okay, so I'll see how much more I can get in the coming weeks. That's a pretty good harvest. And I think this is the end of the broccoli. Just clip these off here. Yeah, I think I'll take some of the broccoli greens as well. They're edible and delicious. Okay. Alrighty, we'll take this inside and clean them up. I want to get these soaked and rinsed. I'll just put everything in together, the broccoli and the arugula. Okay, so we'll leave that for a while. Okay, I'll put these on the compost pile along with my other kitchen scraps. Okay. Now let's take a look inside the grow tower and see what we have going on in here. Okay, let me turn these lights off. And maybe we can see a little better now. Things are looking pretty good. Let's see if I can zoom into the back. Yeah, in the very back there you can see the tomatoes are coming along nicely. And these are the cucumber. Coming along very nice. I like that. This is the puccini squash. I don't see the other one here. Got a lot of mold as well. And these are the eggplant. And these are 3 watermelon. I'm glad to see them. And just as a test, I planted some parsley here and some more cucumber over here. There are some old seeds I had. We'll see if they come up or not. Over here, our onions and bell peppers are looking very nice. And down below we have more cucumber. Our squash is looking good. And over on the right-hand side, our lettuces are coming along very nicely. So hopefully by the end of the month, or maybe sooner, we'll be able to put everything outside. Yeah, I want to trim my roses back before they wake up. Got a vine wrapped around one of them here. The other day I was out here and did a lot of cleanup. I've already snipped this vine at the bottom, so it's not going to grow back. See, this one here is much too long. It needs to come out. And these here can be trimmed back. This one's too long. Yeah, the rosebush is starting to wake up, but I think I'm on time here. We should have some pretty roses this year as well. Well, I'm going to be totally redoing the upper and lower beds here. So I brought up all of the bamboo poles from the lower level, and I'm going to decide where I want to use the poles and which ones I want to use. Some of these long ones I won't be using up here, they're too long. So I'll put them aside. But some like these would work out just fine. And I'm going to put them in each of the corners, sort of like this. Although this is still a little bit too tall. Let me find some really short ones. Here's a short one. Okay. Yeah, this one's a little tall, but that's okay. What I might do is attach it to the post here. Yeah, I think I'll put another one here. Maybe on the inside if it'll fit. That fits perfectly. Very good, very good. Yeah, there's a hole here already. think this will work. Okay. Yeah, some of these will work fine down here. It's a bit tall, but I can get it in the ground. Okay, so another one right in the middle here. Maybe if I can go inside. It's nice and soft soil. And I can attach these together here. That'll be good. This one will be okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fence this in with netting all the way around. And I'll have openings, maybe like here, so that I can get in and harvest the tomatoes and cucumbers. I think I need one more over on this side. And I can attach it here. Yeah, these are going to come over here. Build up the wall for my compost pile. So what I'll do is connect these with either rope or zip ties. I think zip ties will be fine. And this one here, maybe a rope. I can attach those on the outer portion. I can attach those with rope as well. Yeah, so I think this will work out. In the springtime, what I try to do is a little bit at a time, not all at once, because it's a lot of work. Oh yeah, later on this morning I'll be going to the garden center and I'll get some more zip ties. And thank you, Sam. I remember from last year, I can extend them if necessary. I'll try to get some extra long ones. So I also bought at the garden center a trellis, and I think it'll fit in here just fine. And it'll allow the tomatoes to grow up one side and the cucumbers to grow up the other. And I think that'll work just fine. Here I covered the garlic with some leaf mulch. They'll poke their way through in time. Yeah, I just wanted to protect them from drying out. And this time next week, you'll see them all poking through. They'll be just fine. Got all these stakes from the lower garden. And I'll be using them again for the tomatoes and cucumbers. I think that's all for now. It's off to the garden center. Maybe I should have bought one of these, huh? It's all plastic. So, this is what I'm going to get. Let's see the little critters. This guy's cute. Japanese Spitz. That's cute. What do we have here? Chihuahua. Oh, Schnauzer. Kind of cute. Okay, so this is what I had in mind, and looks like I will need 2 of these here. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's a nice tight fit, very nice. Now let's try this again. That's tight enough. Very good, very good. I'm liking this. It's a little wobbly, but I'll pack the soil down here. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. So what shall we do over here? May not need one over here. And if I do, I'll put some rope around here later on. Let's go down to the lower level and see what we can do down there. Well, it's a bit windy. I'm hoping the camera doesn't fall over. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, here I have one of those metal bars. So I'm hoping to be able to get this attached here. Okay, it's pretty sturdy. Okay, let's try that on this side. No, looks good, looks good. I like that. So I think you can get the idea. There'll be netting all the way around. And maybe a little bit on top too to keep birds from flying in and out. Very good, very good. And as the soil settles, these posts will become much more sturdier. Very good, very good. I'm happy with this. Very happy with this.
Hey, how are you? かわいいかわいい子。かわいい子。
なんか随分たくさん回る。
たくさんありますね。
Hey, Alex, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, good. Come on. Hey.
little while longer. Maybe by the weekend or early next week. One of my morning walking friends just gave me this envelope with this picture in it. And would you look at that? It's a picture of me and Spunky. It's probably last year in late spring or early summer. Yeah, how very nice. Yep, this is a picture I'm going to enjoy looking at for a long time.